Hello, I'm meteorologist Rob Carlmark with a snow forecast going forward for the first real weekend getting past the new year. Now, this is a different world that opens up a lot more opportunities for people that have season passes. Now, a lot of people pay for these well in advance of the season, whether the snow is there or not. And the cheaper option usually has blackout periods right around the holidays so that it allows for all the volume, the people that really only go that one time of the year to go. So it's just going to be busy because a lot of people are itching to get up in the mountains, certainly with the recent snow that we've had. We even had some flurries overnight between Thursday and Friday. Not going to change anything, but keeping things nice and fresh. Now, the one major issue that we saw early in the season, we're talking October, November, and even early December, was that we had some storms. And if you actually look at rain in the bucket, many places are close to average. The problem is that a lot of the air around us was just really warm. Well, guess what, folks? The cold air has arrived. You can see it by the indication of whatever's coming out of the clouds is typically blue now rather than green unless you get to lower elevations. So we like that the cold air is here now. So that's step one. Cold air moving in, and it's going to be here for a while. Step number two is you got to have some storms, and we've got many stacked up with breaks in between, which is really important for travel, cleaning up, plowing, and just really getting things operating so that you can get out there and enjoy the snow. Now, there's no secret that we've seen snowfall less than 50% of average, basically in any section of the Sierra. And right now we're sitting at about 33% of an average year for snowpack. Not great. And again, because of missed opportunities early in the season because of rain rather than snow. But you know what? Those days are over. Like I showed you, the cold air is here. And with the magic of snowmaking, grooming, and just putting the snow where they need it, where they want it to allow people to enjoy some of these resorts, you know, many resorts are doing better than what you saw for the snowpack. So at least as far as what the terrain is open that they have available, that's number of trails open and operating out of the potential. So we like where this is going. There's at least something, but a couple things are going to change with the incoming storms. First of all, lower snow is coming. That means snow down to the bases of these resorts and much lower as well. So I want to highlight this first storm, and then we'll talk about the other ones. One is coming in on Saturday. This is light rain, 1/10 through 1/4 inch. It's really not that big of a deal for rain. So some driving impacts, and we're all dry on Sunday in the valley spots. But because it's cold, look what happens to this amount of moisture once it hits the colder air. On Saturday, we're looking at the timing middle to the end of the day, and the totals for the passes, we're looking at a foot or more of pass level snow and at least a couple inches down to 2,500 feet. Now, there's no ski resorts at 2,500 feet, but as far as a snow forecast, this is really important. This brings in communities like Grass Valley, Nevada City. We're looking at places like Arnold as well, even places like Pioneer that could be looking at some low-level snow and really the lowest of the season. Now, if you don't live in those communities, that may not matter to you, but what that does is with lower snow, it increases the distance that you will have to drive through chain controls and at lower speeds. So whatever you think it's going to take to get to your destination in the mountains, you got to add a lot of time because people are going to be going slow, because that's really the number one safety tip you will hear from law enforcement all day long is when there's snow on the ground and chain controls, you've got to slow down. So here is your Saturday storm. A little rain, but more likely it's a foot or more of Sierra snow. Also, this is really important, at times with winds gusting upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour, you may lose visibility. If you can't see the road, then it's not safe for you or CHP or Caltrans. Also, they have a very difficult time plowing the roads because whatever they plow just gets drifted over again. So just watch for momentary closures as a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's very possible during the day on Saturday. Just for safety, we'll have to see how it goes. With that said, we are dry and good to go on Sunday, Monday as well. Tuesday afternoon, a little blip, some more, couple inches of snow there. Wednesday, another system, valley rain. Sierra snow, notice that it's cold as well, so that we're going to see lower snow. And also, probably the biggest one of all is going to be at the end of next week. So just know that the snow we've been waiting on is going to be piling up with the subsequent storms. And then let's just get an early broad look going past January 12th. Cold still remains, and we are looking at more storms still continuing to filter in. So the bottom line is this. We know that we've been suffering for snow in the snow department, but with lower snow, frequent storms, and all that cold air, things are going to be looking much better by the middle of January.